Writers, we have been writing realistic fiction stories. And so, as we're thinking through our realistic fiction stories, we have planned our story, we have thought about what would make a good lead. And so, today, what we're going to really focus on is our organization of our story. With organization, that's talking about our transitions and our volume. Volume is how much you have in your story. So remember, our goal is that we will be able to tell our story across 5 pages, and we'll have a lot of sentences on each page. Roughly 4 to 5 will probably fit on your page, but remember, you can always go longer if your story needs it. So I want you to think, today we're going to have a new checklist that can help us think about what our writing needs and how to make it better. So this is our organization checklist. When we're thinking about organization, we're really thinking about our transitions and volume. So we want to be able to tell our story in order and across a lot of pages. In our story, we do need to introduce the problem. So a problem is introduced, and the characters have a problem that they solve. Remember, our characters who are in our story, we want to make sure that they are solving their problem so that the character can see that they're learning from their problem. So this is a picture of what it could look like to remind us. And when we think about what it looks like in your book, we think at least 4 sentences on each page, at least 5 pages for each story. And some examples of transitions that you could use are then, when, and after. But those aren't the only transitions. So if you are thinking through what other transitions you can use, try some other ones and see what works for your story. We want to introduce the problem, and our characters are going to solve their problem within the story. So an example of what this looks like is splash. Down came the rain. Billy was an adventurous hiker, but she was also forgetful. She left her raincoat back home. Oh no, what am I going to do? She worried as she sat on a rock and put her head in her hands. You can see that the problem was introduced in this story. There's lots of sentences that help you understand what happened for the problem. So as you're looking at your story, we're going to be thinking about how many pages you have in your story. So across these pages, we have already planned, so I already know because I jotted what I want to write on each page. So on this page, Annie is trying to take a toy away from Will. So that's the introduction of the problem. And then I want to be able to tell my story across pages. So what I don't want this story to be is Annie and Will got into a fight over a toy. They took a deep breath and shared the toy. That's not a very engaging and not very interesting story. So we want to be able to tell the story across pages so that our reader is really engaged. So remember, take a look at how you kind of planned out your story and think through how can you really make this story kind of talk to the reader so they understand what's happening. So you could bring out the inside of your characters, talk about what they feel or maybe what they're thinking. You can unfreeze them so you can make them move, you can make them talk. And remember, I'm getting those ideas from our How to Write Realistic Fiction Story Anchor chart. So think, how can you use your resources to help you with the things that you want to do? I think I am going to, let's see, I'm going to look at my first page. One rainy day, Will and Annie were playing together in the living room. Wow, this is so cool, said Annie. I can't believe we get to play with these toys, said Will. They were so excited to play with our new toys. Okay, so I'm going to look at this page. Annie, I'm going to think, how can their problem begin? Annie reached for the toy in front of Will. Oops. For the toy in front of Will. Okay. Hey, I was playing with that. I think that's what Will could say. Hey, I was playing with that. Will yelled, Oh, I think Will could yank it back. Yanked it out of her hands. What could Annie say? Annie could say, well, I didn't see that. Or, well, it didn't look like that. Well, it didn't look like you were playing with that. Annie said. And then if they're arguing, maybe they glare at each other. I want to think what's something that could happen in real life. I can try to use a transition. Then they glared at each other. Then they glared at each other. So notice, friends, as I'm writing this page in my story, I'm really thinking about how can I tell the story across a lot of pages. So I really want to break down each part of my story and really get the reader to be interested and feel like they know what's happening. So that's why I included some dialogue. That's why I included some actions. So keep thinking, how can you organize your writing to include transitions and volume to make your reader really engaged? Good luck!